Story 6 of Kitty's Picnic and Other Stories. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Rachel. Kitty's Picnic and Other Stories by Anonymous. Story 6. Lilla's Doll Show. Lilla had more dolls than she knew what to do with. Some were sitting in chairs, some lying in cradles, and one was seated in a perambulator. "I have more dolls than any other little girl has," said she, as she held 3 in her arms. "I have been counting them, and I have 15 large dolls, and 10 small ones, and 12 very small ones, and then there are the little china dolls in the bath, and in the china cradles. To think of one little girl having so many dolls, Mother! Sometimes I think I have too many. And there is no one but myself to play with them. I wish I knew what to do with them all." Mrs. Lee stroked Lilla's curly hair. "Well," said Mrs. Lee, "there are some very good little girls at the school in the village, and I am sure it would be a great treat to them to see all your dolls. And I want to give them a treat, so I will ask them to come here, and you shall arrange all your dolls and playthings in the nursery for them to look at. Don't you think that will be a very good plan?" Lilla clapped her hands. "Oh, how very nice that would be!" And she and her mother dressed the dolls in their best clothes, and placed them all around the nursery. "How pretty they look!" said Lilla. "I think the little girls will like them. And may I give them some dolls to take home?" "You may do as you please," said Mrs. Lee, "for they are your own dolls." So the little girls came, 6 of them, and they all said, "Oh!" "What a lot of dolls!" said one little girl. "More dolls than there are at the shop." After the show, Mrs. Lee gave the children some tea and plum cake, and then Lilla handed each of them a doll. How pleased were the 6 little girls when they found they were each to have a doll! And all of them said that Miss Lilla's doll show was the best treat they had ever had. End of Story 6.